Allen, Mayor Gerard, Assistant Mayor Mento, councilors, citizens of Claremont. Councilor Pulaski, our condolences.
Thank you.
Thank you for letting me introduce myself. I'm running for city council at large. I've lived in Claremont since 1976. I graduated high school in the class of 1981. I served with the U.S. Army and the New Hampshire Army National Guard for over 38 years. I retired as a master sergeant with 2 years of combat. My wife Julie and I purchased our home here in 2005, shortly after I returned from Iraq. I've seen so many changes in Claremont, both good and bad. Claremont is moving in the right direction. We have seen a lot of development and interest in the downtown area. Renovations in Pleasant Street, Union Block, Water Street Mills, surrounding areas has increased retail space and housing. As more investors see Claremont the way it is and what it was, I anticipate a lot of growth. My priorities will always be for the betterment of Claremont and its citizens. Safety for our children is one of my concerns, and personal property. By increasing our first responders force through competitive pay and effective recruiting. Working with the contractors, landowners, and modular house manufacturers to help control the cost of construction. Affordable housing, that's what we're going to work on, because it's important, and I'm not talking subsidized housing. Infrastructure, road maintenance, and repair. Everyone's favorite topic, right? Over the last few years, we made some improvements to some of the road systems, along with outdated infrastructure in the ground, the waters and sewers. As raw material continues to increase, we must make sure that we carefully price those, that we do not increase our taxes. Everything that we do must remain fiscally responsible and in the best interest of Claremont. Let me just kind of take a sidebar here a little bit and talk about what I used to do in the military, because I know a lot of these other candidates have great credentials, colleges and stuff like that. So my experience and my learning comes from my military service in 38 years. 10 years roughly of active duty service. The rest of it was in New Hampshire Army National Guard. In the active Army, I was a ammunitions specialist. So I maintained, controlled millions of dollars of ammunition, accounted for, issued, received the turn-ins. At one point, I also had secret munitions when I was stationed overseas. So the security portion of that is high. Once I got out of that, I went into the Army National Guard. I was only supposed to do 1 year. The people in the National Guard was a family, so I decided to stay. And stay I did, because I didn't retire until 2019. So it was a good time. What I did there is I was a logistics truck driver, stationed over in Iraq. We delivered fuel. So I was a convoy commander, assistant convoy commander, and delivered fuel to outlying posts. So we had 40, 50 trucks of fuel. So that's not the best job anyone wants to do out in the combat zone, right? From there, I traveled all over the state. I was stationed all over between Manchester, Portsmouth, Hillsborough. I worked in all those as a readiness and as the battalion S3 operations officer, where I would have to maintain all the records and accountability, budgeting, and training for all our troops. So that being said, let's make Claremont a place people want to live, play, and work. Thank you for your time.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Thank you, sir.